What's up, y'all? Dustin Lynch here in Nashville, Tennessee. Looking forward to chatting with you, answer some questions you asked. Before we get started, I want to thank Cody Allen, CMT Radio Live, for giving us this opportunity. So let's dive in and get this thing started. First question. Brittany from Philadelphia asked, how much do your bandmates help to define the sound of your record? Well, Brittany, I write songs year-round, and when I get excited about a song, I'll demo a song in Nashville and then send it to the guys, and if we have a chance to start playing on the road. You know, this first album, we've been playing some of the songs for about 2.5 years. So, you know, performing them over and over again live and seeing how the crowd interacts, we definitely kind of fine-tune our sound for this first album by playing some of these songs live. And I love trying to capture a live sounding atmosphere on the album. So definitely playing these songs on the road with the band members helps out and getting the sound we have on the album. Next question is from Emily from Australia. Wow, all the way in Australia. What's up, Emily? She asked, what upsets you the most about the current state of country music radio? Well, you know, Emily, I don't think really anything does. You know, country radio has changed my life. You know, they've taken a chance on me and Cowboys and Angels, my first single, and truly it's changed my life. And you know, without their love and support, I wouldn't be here in this chair. And so, you know, I think they're doing great. I think, you know, country music is growing better than it ever has in the history, I believe, right now. And so we're sitting pretty good right now. I'm a big fan of country radio at the moment. Allison from Detroit, Michigan asked, where did you get the inspiration for Cowboys and Angels? Allison, I had Cowboys and Angels written down for a while, and it was my first time to co-write with Tim Nichols and Josh Leo, the other two writers on this song, and you know, just getting to meet those two guys. They're so successful. I was excited. Little did I know I'd walk into a room with Cowboys and Angels written down on a piece of paper, and Tim Nichols had the same idea written down. We'd never met each other. So it was kind of a eerie feeling came across the room when we realized that. But you know, I wrote Cowboys and Angels about my grandparents, and I know Tim and Josh came from a personal spot too. And you know, it's been so neat to see how people are relating to this song. It's the coolest thing on the planet when you know, a song like Cowboys and Angels can affect someone else other than us. We had a blast writing it. So glad it's done well for us, you know, at radio, and thank you for your support so far. Ashley from Omaha, Nebraska asked, if you could tour with anyone, who would it be? Well, Ashley, I've got a lot of folks, guys and girls, I'd love to tour with, but top on my list of all time, if I had one choice, would be my man Garth Brooks. I think I could learn a lot from that guy on the road. Katie from Philadelphia asked, have you ever wanted to take back a career decision you have made? Katie, I've had some jobs that I would not wish upon anybody coming up through the ranks in Nashville, but you know what, I think they've made me who I am and made me appreciate where I'm sitting today. So I would not change a thing in my past because I love right where I'm at. Jamie from Evansville, Indiana asked, when did you learn to play guitar? Well, I picked up guitar when I was about 8. Picked my dad's guitar up, tried to teach myself how to play, and I gave it up. It was just too frustrating, and I picked it up again seriously right when I turned 15 and started picking around, and you know, I learned how to play and then sing and play, and then I started writing songs, and that's where I really fell in love with guitar. Never had a guitar lesson. I was just self-taught, and you know, it's a ton of fun. I still love playing guitar, just sitting around all the time. Letitia asked, from Waynesville, asked, when did you realize you wanted to be a famous country singer? Well, Letitia, as long as I can remember, I've wanted to sing country music. I remember I wanted to be an elf for Santa, and then I think a trash man at one point, and then a country singer. Garth Brooks was my hero growing up. He was my superhero, so I want to be like Garth. And, so yeah, as long as I can remember, I wanted to sing country. Robbie from Missoula, Montana asked, what is your favorite track you've ever written? Robbie, it's got to be Cowboys and Angels, and there's a bonus track on this first album called Your Plan. And between those two songs, you know, Cowboys and Angels changed my life. So it's one of my favorite lyrics I've written. And Your Plan is my most personal song I've ever written. So glad I made the first album, so check it out. Tracy from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania asked, who are your closest friends in the music biz? The coolest thing ever about this job is, you know, I'm a country music fan first and foremost, and I get to meet all these great artists and some of my heroes. You know, some guys that, you know, and girls that I've listened to growing up and idolized. And you know, but you know, my closest friends in the music business are guys that I actually make the music with. You know, the songwriters in town and my producers, and so it's really, you know, it's a really fun process to write songs and make that, you know, record an album, because it's just a bunch of buddies sitting around making music and having fun. Alex from Riverdale, Maryland asked, aside from singing, is there anything else that you ever dreamed of doing? Alex, I have to say no. Singing country music has been a dream and really my only biggest dream there's ever been. I really didn't have a backup plan. So the answer is not really. Jacqueline from New York, the big city, asked, have you ever been out of the United States before? No, actually I have not. I flew to Puerto Rico, so that was kind of out there, but still the States. But I look forward to traveling. That's one thing that music has given me is the ability to travel around and see all these new places, and I absolutely love it. And so I look forward to getting out of the country and experience other countries. Jennifer from Los Angeles asked, what is the craziest thing a fan has ever done to get close to you? Well, Jennifer, you're on the West Coast, and actually on the West Coast, one of the shows, I had someone act like they were working backstage at a venue to get closer, and they had a bunch of stuff for me to sign. And so that was pretty cool. My favorite thing to do is meet the fans and friends on the road that give me this dream. And I thought that was pretty creative that someone pulled off working the way in the backstage and acting like they were working back there to say what's up to me. So that was neat. Tamala from Long Island, New York asked, when was the last time you had a romantic dinner and what did you eat? Great question. I go to a ton of dinners, out on the road, a lot of truck stop, fast food stuff, unfortunately, but we do have some nice dinners here and there with some radio folks. So, my favorite thing to get if I'm at a fancy dinner is a fillet of steak. Love it, love steak, and it's always my go-to. Bethany from Tulsa, Oklahoma asked, what do you tell people who try and compare you to other country stars? Well, Bethany, if they're comparing me to another country star, I think that's a good thing, so I tell them thank you. To be even considered with a star, what I consider a star, has got to be a good thing, so it's usually thanks. Christina from Orlando, Florida asked, what are some of your musical guilty pleasures? Christina, if anybody has ever been around me just hanging out, they know I love the band Incubus, the rock band Incubus. It's been a band I fell in love with in high school, and I still always listen to them. I think their stuff's really cool. Country-wise, my go-to pleasures, the kind of early 90s, mid-90s stuff. Class of '89, Alan Jackson, Garth Brooks, Clint Black, those guys are guys that I'm always catch myself, if I'm just hanging out listening to music. That's kind of the era of music I go to. Juliana from Brazil. Whoa, what's up, Juliana? You're a long ways off. Thanks for hitting us up. Ask, what is your favorite song on your new album and why? Well, right now I've got to go with Cowboys and Angels because each night we play a show, people are singing it back to us. That's the coolest thing ever is, the fact that country radio is giving Cowboys and Angels a chance and played it, and people are singing it back to us, and it's so humbling and so rewarding to see someone sing back your lyrics and a song that means so much to me, and so that's really neat. It's got to be my favorite right now. Monica from Columbus, Georgia asked, what song off your new album do you relate to the most? Well, I've got a bonus track called Your Plan on the first album, which I'm so glad we got to put on there. It was a song I wrote. I was in a pretty tough spot in my life and woke up in the middle of the night and walked down to the basement and wrote this prayer really in about 10-15 minutes. And the most personal song I've ever written, and I couldn't think of a better way to wrap the first album. It's called Your Plan, so please check it out if you haven't yet. Melanie from Adelaide asked, which song on the album will be your next music video? Melanie, we don't know for sure what's going to be the next single yet, so I can't tell you what's going to be the next music video. Hopefully we get to shoot another video. I love shooting music videos. I've got to do one, and it was a fun process. It's something I look forward to doing again. Ashley from Canada asked, do you pick out what you wear at your concerts, or does someone hand you your clothes? Well, Ashley, I hope you're asking because you like what I'm wearing, because I do it myself. I don't have anybody out there handing me clothes each night. I just kind of I pick out what I think looks good and try to rock it the best I can. So if I'm doing bad, let me know and help me out next time. Danielle from Brazil. Wow, what's up, Brazil again? Do you ever get nervous before performance? Not usually. I'm usually just excited. Nervous. It's only happened a couple times, and it was when I was kind of nervous when I debuted at the Opry and also the Ryman. Those are two stages that were my biggest dreams of playing, and they both came true this year. And so I was a little bit nervous. It was it was an awesome experience and a very enjoyable experience, but I was a little bit nervous how I was going to react when I stepped on those stages for the first time. Nicole from Lake Charles, Louisiana asks, when is your next time you'll be stopping by Louisiana? And would you be down for two-stepping lessons? Well, Nicole, the answer is yes and yes. I'll be stopping by, I think we're doing a show in Louisiana, Baton Rouge actually, the Texas Club, November 2nd. And I actually recently was taught how to two-step in Texas, and I'm still pretty rusty at it, so I need some more lessons. So yeah, I'll be up for some lessons from you. Show me how it's done. Stanley from Eagleville, Tennessee asks, where were you when you first heard Cowboys and Angels on the radio? I was on my bus somewhere between Birmingham and Chattanooga, Tennessee. Birmingham, Alabama, that is. And I was with a few folks from the label. We were on radio tour. So it was really neat to be in the presence of the guys and girls that go out and get our, wake up, and their job is to get my songs played on the radio. It was really, really cool experience to be a part of. Have all the team there for the first time. It was really neat. Never forget that one. Emma from Amsterdam asks, is it weird to see the same fans at different concerts? Like, is it comforting or creepy? I wonder why you're asking that. No, it's great. Amsterdam, holy goodness, that's way off. What's up, Emma? No, it's wonderful. I love, my favorite thing to do is to meet fans and friends on the road. I've got folks that I see in multiple states when we travel, and it's so cool because, we get to know each other and we become friends. And the more shows you see, the more comfortable I get with reacting to the crowd and stuff. So it's awesome to see the same faces over and over again at shows. That means we're doing something right. Lynette from Westminster asks, what do you recommend for voice warm-up? Well, Lynette, I don't know. I'll tell you what I do. Each morning, I wake up and I do about a 30-minute warm-up session. It starts with breathing exercises, support exercises, and it goes into scales. And it just helps me wake up, and I try and keep my voice as healthy as possible so I can do the best I can each night to take the stage. And without getting a whole lot of sleep now that we're traveling so much, that's very important that I make sure I warm up and stretch out before I take the stage. John from Atlanta asks, what advice can you give to young teens who want to be country singers? Well, John, advice I have is to dream big and don't let anybody tell you no. And also, once you have dreams, make sure you write them down and you can figure out a way to chase those dreams. And also, work up better in your craft every day. And honestly, if you want to really chase this thing seriously, I think you got to start writing songs and learn how to write songs and learn how to write better songs and just continue to write. And like I said, I was told no for 9 years before I'm sitting in this chair. It's taken me 9 years to get here. So it's a long process. It's nothing that happens overnight, but it's a lot of fun. The process of getting to this point is so much fun, and you learn so much, and you get so much better when you really dive in. So best of luck to you, man. Hope to see you around.